Guys, I want to know if you share that video, yeah. Share it out. You see out of the Princess Margaret Hospital in St. Thomas, out there very careless and slack. Everybody will go out there, go with a complaint out there, have a problem, them and let the people sit down out there till then dead on the bench out a waiting area. Because the nurse them feel to say, or them claim to say, them a tell you say, the problem where you come about, it not serious. Nurse, you can only analyze. You cannot tell a man the pain him a feel because you're not feeling the pain, so you don't know how a man a feel. More than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. You see people go out there complaining about their feeling pains in their head, them head hurt them and them have them sit down on bench over 10, 15 hours sit down and wait. What then do? Dead them dead. Nothing come out of it, right? The government need to take some accountability or some responsibility for what is happening because people losing them life. And them losing them life and it just go like that. All people have to do nowadays I just bury their family member because them now win. Nurse and doctor cover up for nurse and doctor not coming out of it. While you lose your loved one and you have to go and go bury your loved one when if them did get a little assistance when them come out of the hospital, they would have been alive today. The system out there is very slack. And I know, I've been out there with my 2-year-old daughter. I have a 2-year-old baby, right? The baby vomiting constantly, baby not keeping down anything, and I go out there with the baby. And this nurse I go tell me now, say, me should have wait and carry the baby go clinic because this is not an emergency. Remember, you know, it is a 2-year-old, you know. She can't talk efficiently if you tell me, say, mommy, this, that. She just vomiting. She not eating anything. She not drinking anything. She not keeping down anything. And I take my baby to the hospital and you tell me that it's not an emergency. I have to sit down and wait. Well, me need to sit down and wait, you know. I sit right into the office until doctor come and assist me. Because me not carry my child go down at the hospital and me a go home with a del child. No. Me see me have baby down a KPH already. And I have been in the hospital for around 3 weeks to 4 weeks. Nothing was wrong with my child. I got a cut on my belly to have the child because they say my pressure was high. You understand? They say my pressure was high, so they have to cut me and take the child because my pressure is too high. Fine. And I was in the hospital for around 3 weeks to 4 weeks, right? Nothing was wrong with the child. Anyways, I got discharged and came home. 2 days after I was supposed to go back down there, go visit the child. When I went down there, I realized that one half of the baby had been swollen. So I started to talk about it and I started to, what is happening, what has happened to the child. Nothing was wrong with the child when I was in here. So now that I leave, what has taken place with the child, and they're calling me in a room. There's no need for that, mommy. You don't need to cuss. Calling me in a little room. Telling me, oh, mommy, the baby had an infection and we was trying to treat the infection. Why wasn't I informed that the baby had an infection when the baby was born? Why it is now that something happened to the baby overnight while I wasn't there? Now you're calling me into a room with the big officials telling me that, oh, this and oh, that, and calm down, miss, and because you don't want me to make an outburst for the public to know what is taking place in the hospital, right? 2 days after that, the baby died and nothing come out of it. When the baby died within 2 days and I was informed and they called me that I need to come down by the hospital. When I reached down by the hospital by Capage, bear in mind I'm from St. Thomas. It's not the hospital I see my child and I had to go over by the morgue next door to the hospital to see the child. So it seems as when they had called me, the baby had died from probably the day before or 2 days. You understand? So I don't want it to look like I just St. Thomas Princess Margaret Hospital alone slack. All of the hospitals slack. Buster Mantic, KPH, Public, all of the hospital them They are very slack. The system of how they're dealing with people that come in with a problem is very poor. They need to upgrade the system because too many people are losing their lives because of carelessness, and people are dying that could have been saved if they had gotten any assistance. You understand? You have to take care of people better than that, not because you're in a uniform. It is the same thing that could have happened to you. You could be from a different parish or working at a different location, and something happened to you, have to rush to the hospital in that particular division that you're working, right? And they deal with you the same way. It is so wrong because people are losing their loved ones and people are grieving. While the hospitals are not bearing any consequences, nothing is coming out of it, while people just have to bury their people. Too much of it is happening, and the government need to take a stand. They need to change the policy of what is happening at the hospital. The hospital is too slack. You as a patient out there with your whole of your chest, your belly tripe and twisting up out on you out there. You better lock off and you come and you say, nurse, nurse. You better lock off a nurse. I'm going to tell her, say, sit outside and wait. While she's sitting in there on her big fat ass, on her phone, talking to whosoever God he knows, and you're out there locking off, and then when you out there out of breath, lock off out there on the seat where them give you if you sit down out there in the waiting area. Then you see everybody running up and down. What had happened and what had happened? Oh God, she had died or he had died. Fuck that. That is wrong. People have to cry over them people when they need assistance. The system and the hospitals are too poor. And I am speaking from experience because I have experienced it. And nothing came out of it because doctors and nurses, they cover up for each other. You understand? Because right now, I have a cut on my belly, and I don't have a child to shave for that cut because the child had died. You understand? And even when they have given me the cut to have the child, while I was in KPH, and then I went in a room, they said they were to draw the stitches out of the cut. And when I went in the room and they were drawing the stitches, when they draw the stitches and the cut woke me up back, and all of my intestines was coming out through that cut, You know what they did? They left me in the room and run up and down. Everybody I run up and down, go and call doctor, go and call this. And I just take out my phone and take 2 pictures of what I'm seeing, what is happening with me, and make a call to somebody, to my mother. Sure what is happening to me, so if anything happen, me talk to her before. Whatever, because it is so slack. When me look at whole of my belly, me see come outside when them a draw the stitch, is either them dry too or them dry too tight. I don't know what is happening. But the doctors and the nurse, they need to be hold accountability and accountable for people losing their lives and people losing their loved ones. The government need to stand for something, or the Ministry of Health, or Christopher Tupton, whosoever the case may be. Things is getting way out of hand. Too many people are dying when all they need is just some assistance. Just a small assistance can give a far-away journey.